Izzibel here. Welcome to my channel. Today is day 4 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And we are working on a beautiful sketch done by Brenda Ragsdale. And then we have a banners or flags prompt from Adam over at Dotty About Flair. So to start off real quick, what I did was cut a circle and a half circle and a little banner strip off of the Cricut. I'm going to use this banner strip with red, white, and blue scrap paper and hand cut a bunch of banners out to make a design that goes around the circle. And this is just going to make sure that my circle is a perfect circle. It's going to help me out and just do all the way around. Now, I did it off camera. I'm just going to show you real quick how I did it. I put adhesive tape on the circle, and then I created my pattern. Now, I'm sorry I pulled it off camera. I have little lines on the bottom that I was using for a guide so that they were kind of symmetrical on each one. And then I finished the pattern. I'm not going to really worry about, there's one section where they don't, the tip points all meet, and there's one section that doesn't. That's going to be covered by the picture, so I'm not too worried about it. I also cut 3 circles off the Cricut, and one is just they're each a little bit bigger than the other. I had a blue star pattern paper in my scraps. I cut the center circle out of that because, since I have the red, white, and blue, this is perfect because it'll just have the flag representation. And then it's bordered with white and red, and I'm going to put that on top of my design, and that's going to create the first circle. So I basically worked with my scraps on this page, excluding the firework paper. Instead of making the banner strip down the center of down the circles, I'm going to actually go across the whole page, and I'm going to use the firework paper as the center and then use the blue to offset it on each side so that it's not blending in with the background. Brenda has butterflies on the top right hand corner. I'm going to use my Close to My Heart Happiest Place. There's a firework on it. I'm going to go ahead and stamp fireworks on that upper right hand corner on my layout. But before I do the fireworks, I'm going to add the other circle, or at least do my thought process for the other circle. Now, I used the Cricut to cut a circle, and I didn't use the one that was already pre-cut from the first circle that I did, just because on the layout hers is bigger, but I didn't like it. So what I do is I just cut half the circle up, and then I'm gonna layer it. I thought I would do more banners on this one, but because it's so close to the edge of the layout, it really wasn't gonna look good. So all I'm going to do is just like I did the center of the first circle, I'm going to do that side circle and be done with that one. I like the way that it came out. I like that it looks. I don't think you can really notice that it's not a full circle, but hey, what works, right? The photos that I'm using are my daughter and my mother-in-law, and then myself. It was a 4th of July barbecue at my mother-in-law's, and my daughter was having fun with the Snapchat filters. I'm going to cut these down. I first had them a 4x4, but they're going to be too big. It's going to hide a lot of the work that I did on the layout. So I'm going to trim them down. I believe I trimmed them down. The lowest that I could do without cutting off too much of the photo was like a 3.5 by 3. Brenda also has a strip that sits on the bottom behind both photos. I'm going to do the same thing with mine just to follow it, but I'm going to use red, white, and blue themed paper, and all I'm going to do is cut a strip out and then adhere it to glitter cardstock, the same glitter cardstock that I used on the first circle, just to help it pop. And because I do that, I feel like the pictures also need to be bordered, so I'm going to border both of them with the glittered paper. Now, when I get them on the layout after bordering them, because there's so much dimension on that first circle, there's sections of the pictures that I have to put the fun foam on just to even that out, so that it doesn't eventually end up bending my pictures when I put them away or when they're leaning on something. So I get everything adhered to the layout. Well, not everything. I don't adhere the pictures just yet because I'm not too sure. I'm still fiddling with their position on the layout. But I wanted to get the circles done because I want to come in right now with the stamping. And now to do the stamping, I knew that it was going to be really dark. I ended up using the 3 different colors from Close to My Heart. I used the Candy Apple Red, the Sapphire Blue, and then the Pewter Gray. And stamping them on the layout was going to make them, stamping them on regular white cardstock makes them very vibrant, almost like the circles that I have, the colors on that paper. But the firework paper that I have in the background, it's a little bit more subtle. And so to get that subtle look, I ended up doing what they call a second generation stamping. So I stamped it first on scratch paper and then went to stamp again on the layout, and it came out softer, and it's exactly what I was going for. And I've seen a lot of scrappers do it, and I just think this is the first time that I've tried it, and so I'm very excited to say that it worked out for me. After I get the fireworks done, I'm going to go ahead and pull this star. It's a die cut that I have. This is just an extra star that I had done on another layout, and I didn't use it, so I just kept it in my embellishment box. So I'm going to pull that star just because it's the same glitter cardstock that I used on the layout. And then I'm going to border it with the white glitter cardstock just to help it pop from the picture. I'm going to put it on the sketch. There's a floral cluster. I'm going to use that in that same area. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the photos down. I like their placement. I didn't fiddle with them anymore. And then I'm going to put the star under my mother-in-law and my daughter. And then I pull out these Disney stickers that I have. I'm going to cut, it's from a burst strip that's in the collection, but I'm just going to cut out the word fun because that's what this day was. It was just a lot of Snapchat and a lot of fun. And since these are Snapchat pictures, the title, my husband and my daughter sat down and brainstormed with me. We decided on a title that says A Snap for the Holiday. So that's going to be the title, and it's going to go on the lower right-hand corner. I did have to put the star on some fun foam because I have the picture on half of fun foam, and then the circle gives it dimension, so I had to even it out there. I created this title on Cricut Design Space, and then I had the Cricut draw it, and then I just took basic blue and red markers and colored it in, and then I stole this like glitter pen that my daughter had, and I'm gonna just glitter up the snap and holiday just to help that be cohesive throughout the page because I do have a lot of glitter on this layout. I'm going to wait for the glitter to dry, and then when I come back, I'm going to fussy cut it. There's no line for me to actually like follow on the fussy cut, so I'm going to pretend there's one, and I'm just going to kind of go around the words, and then I'm going to back that on some fun foam as well, and then I'm going to do the second generation fireworks stamping behind it just to bring in some more fireworks. So once I get the title down, the only thing I want to place on the sketch, there is sort of like a tab that says memories. I'm going to use a banner, and it says much love. And instead of adhering it all the way down, I'm only going to adhere it on the left-hand side so that it almost looks like a flag. So it's going to take care of if the circle doesn't take care of the banners, this will. It'll take care of a banner / flag. Not only that, but I have flags in the picture. The ears, I'm counting them as flags. But anyways, this is what I developed with the sketch. I absolutely love it. It's amazing how you can look at a sketch and not know what to do, and then by the end of it, it can be one of your favorite layouts, because this has become one of my favorite layouts. I am going to have a directory list in my description box. If you want to hop along and see what everybody else has created, go and give them some love. I'm sure there's a lot out there that can inspire you. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sticking around till the end. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. And don't forget to stay crafty. Bye.